5 shapes of the minor pentatonics. All the dark blue ones at this side. This is the open string, basically. And then we basically visualize a G chord. And if you visualize that G chord, we also know that can be G major pentatonic depending on your start note. So we're actually learning 5 shapes of the major pentatonic when we do this as well, right? But let's go for this. Let's stick to it being E minor pentatonic. And I always like to play an E and then play the rest of the shape, and then it sounds right. Now you guys all know this because we do it all the time. This bit, hard because we don't really need to do that. There's easier ways to play those same notes, so we rarely do them. But this bit, the top of this part just here, we do it all the time. If I then go from a light blue into this green, this is shape 3. This is where Hendrix. And you can see why, because there's these 2 blocks just here. You see how there's just those 2 lines straight through. Shape 3 is great. It's that bit that's a devil. You got this, I always used to think of it like as a, sort of a person stood and then he's got his arms out. That's your shape 3. Into shape 4. Now that seems really unusable until you realise that the kind of middle of that is an E minor chord, is an E minor bar chord. So this, like minor pentatonic shape 1, and then this note from an E minor chord, and that's where Hendrix riffs are always going between this shape 4 here to shape 3, open strings to octave. He loves doing that sort of thing. Open string. All that kind of thing. He loves it. What a lot of people neglect, if we then just go straight to the octave here, so if we go to this last one here, that goes to dark blue again, it repeats the start and end. So this is the same as this. But if we go down from that, people think this is hard. But it's easy when you go, look, it's the same as shape 1 where you have a line of all at the same fret, all at fret 12. So that's done, you've taken that out. And then you got two in the middle that go this way and then 2 back. So you got 2, 2, 2. So let's do all that again. Shape 1, which is the one at this side. You guys know that one by now. We then know that that one slides up to here, and that's the top of this one just here. But if you practice it like that, you're getting the full shape. See, I made a mistake then, because no one ever really plays this one. We play the top of shape 2, and then there's a better way to get down. 3 and 4 play them all the time, because we got the E minor pentatonic superhighway right there. Oh man, we do that all the time, all your Hendrix riffs. So I would practice that. Now we're in this like green bit here. See that? Easy peasy for these 3 strings. Look at them, exactly the same. 5 7 5 7. Then we got those 2 weird ones here, 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 and finish it. Now into shape 4. So we're doing shape 1, shape 2, shape 3 is here, shape 4. the start, but when we think about this is the root and this is our start point, E power chord, E minor bar, you're hitting all of those and the G note here. Shape 5, everyone at 12th fret, to this side in the middle. And we do this all the time. Even me, Arctic Monkeys. Comes to kind of that side. That's all shape 5, minor pentatonic. So there you go. There's something a little bit different. If any of that has clicked a few things for you, actually my lead guitar course, lead guitar 1 to levels 1 to 9, the one that we've rejigged, is all at your level. Don't skimp on it. Don't think it's too advanced for you, because it gives you all the breadcrumbs that you need, and it has a lot of those songs. Basically, this week's lesson plan has been that lead guitar course, plucking some other stuff from beginner electric. That's your stuff. There's plenty of it in intermediate acoustic 2, particularly level 6 and 7. But yeah, all this is already on the website. Everything that we've covered already. Just need to follow that structured program that's there.